let's go federally. Let's look at the fact that if you're a politician, you've just got a healthy pay rise today, 2.4% for every MP, department secretaries, public servants. The Prime Minister, well, he'll go up to $622,000. I made the point, he's got a mansion, limos, staff, housekeepers, a wine cellar, off it goes there. Susan Lee, she's not doing badly either, $442,000. I know the Remuneration Tribunal is independent, Nick, but, you know, would people at home be saying this is deserved?
Well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't take Susan Lee's job for $400,000, but that's beside the point. Of course, this is completely out of step with community standards. These people are doing performing public service that should be looked upon like that. I wish there was some way, Peter, of putting some performance bonus in, you know, so halving the salary and saying, you'll get the rest of it, you know, if you can pay down the debt, or you'll get the rest of it if you can cut taxes. You know, it would be nice to have a system like that, but right now, you know, politicians, of course, will just take it. The smart thing to do, I think, for any politician would be to defer this payment or put it to charity or something while everybody else is doing it tough. But, of course, I don't see that ever happening on either side of Parliament.
Geez, I love that idea of having a performance bonus. That would be very, very good for the poor old taxpayer. Let's go to Los Angeles. Of course, we've got the reaction to the shooting of the Channel 9 reporter still playing out today. This was, of course, with a rubber bullet. We learned today that diplomats in Washington have now lodged an official complaint with US officials. Now, fair enough, she's an Australian citizen, but I can't get over the hypocrisy for the Prime Minister with these comments at the press club yesterday.
That footage was horrific. It is not unreasonable to think that she would not have been targeted with a rubber bullet.
Fair enough, James, as I say, fair enough. But where were all these federal politicians when Victoria was under siege and Daniel Andrews putting police on the street and the police in Victoria using rubber bullets firing at citizens?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a bit much here, isn't it, for the Prime Minister to protest like this? Frankly, very few people come out of those COVID protests with clean hands when it comes to this sort of thing. We had people in New South Wales also cheering on, and there was a Liberal government here at that time. You know, the police actions against COVID anti-lockdown protesters here in New South Wales as well. You know, and people who watch Outsiders know that we have a tape of Victorian cops doing all sorts of outrageous things. I mean, really outrageous things to citizens who are protesting or just simply, you know, not wearing their mask in the right place. And everybody cheered it on and said, rah, rah, how good is this? So, yeah, okay, like, sure, you know, it was unpleasant for our reporter friend to cop a rubber bullet in the leg. And, you know, if the cop targeted her deliberately, he should be disciplined, obviously. This is not, though, Peta, an international incident. And again, everybody, as you suggest, really should look at what they were saying about cops and rubber bullets and protests like 3 years ago.